So welcome back to DC Silver Age Storytime, and today we have Superman 134, published in January 1960, with story by Otto Binder and art by Wayne Boring. And this is the Super Outlaw from Krypton, a three-part novel. This is merely a sample of my super strength. Do you still want to continue our duel, Superman? As he smashes him through a telephone pole. A super novel in three parts featuring the greatest mystery in Superman's life. Chapter 1, The Super-Menace of Metropolis. Incredibly, Earth's superhero suddenly turns into the world's mortal enemy. Chapter 2, The Revenge Against Jor-El. A tale of Krypton's past unfolds, revealing an enemy who vows bitter revenge against Jor-El, Superman's father. And Chapter 3, The Duel of the Supermen. You'll never forget the amazing showdown in this fortress of solitude. Help! Let us out. Where is Superman flying with us? Good heavens, he's stealing this skyscraper. Has Superman gone mad? So Superman's out doing his various rescues, and he comes across the ship that is sinking due to an iceberg. So he goes to the bottom of the sea and rips up the transatlantic telephone wire, the transatlantic cable, and uses that to tow the ship back. Great Scott, Superman's towing us to port with the Atlantic cable. He saved us, but ruined transatlantic phone calls. Why did he rescue us? Why did he rescue us this crazy way? And then he just tosses the cable aside. Um, Gosh, Superman doesn't even seem to realize the damage he caused to the cable. That the damage he caused to the cable will cost millions to repair. He acts so strange. So we have a meteor flying down in. It's going to go right into a city, and Superman just punches his way through it. Why Superman only bored a hole through the meteor? How could he have made such a serious error? And it goes down and it hits a dam. Doesn't hurt anyone, but floods farmland. So these two fellows are out on an island. This hollow bamboo stalk will act like a megaphone and amplify our yells. If we're lucky, Superman may pick up our call. Hurry, that giant sea monster is about to get us. I feel like if I were these two fellows, I'd be less worried about calling Superman and more worried about making my way up the beach. Because it's a giant walrus. But rather than defeat the walrus and rescue the two guys, he just brings the walrus to Metropolis and starts walking around town. Come along, Flippy, we'll take a stroll through town. Good heavens, run! Superman is leading that giant prehistoric sea monster around like a pet. I don't think even in prehistoric times they had giant walruses. So he protects the walrus and then throws fish. And then takes him back out to sea. So people are understandably confused and concerned. Gentlemen, for days now Superman has behaved abnormally. Fortunately, no lives were lost, but his actions have caused great damage. What is your opinion of Superman's mental condition, Dr. Peabody? So he suspects maybe something happened in the Fortress of Solitude. Maybe a ray hit him and caused him to act crazy. They feel like maybe they need to put him under mental observation, but they can't because he's indestructible. Then we must use the one thing in the universe that can weaken Superman, kryptonite. Kryptonite meteors often fall from space. We will organize a worldwide kryptonite search. So Lois Lane is quite sad that Superman is no longer the good, gentle, gallant man I love. So she's thinking maybe it's one of the Superman robots that's gone crazy and decides to enlist the help of a scientist. She's going to call Superman with her ultrasonic signal. And then he has this machine that will it will produce 100 billion volts. And if it's a robot, it would disable it, but it does not when Superman shows up. So it's not a robot. Oh my goodness, he didn't fall back like a piece of dead machinery. The bolts are only bouncing back and melting this scientific apparatus. The lightning bolts. Haha, did you think I was a robot, Lois? Now you know the truth. I'm real. So he's back out having fun. My great plan is working out. I'll keep on smashing, destroying, creating panic until I've achieved my goal. So he sees a traffic jam in a tunnel and just uses his super breath to create a super hurricane and blow the cars out. Again, doesn't cause any actual harm, but blows them onto a beach. No lives lost, but Superman gave us a bad scare. Look, there he goes now, laughing madly. Going somewhere, folks? So this train has stalled out in the Metropolis subway, and Superman comes down there. Relax, folks. My telescopic vision showed your plight. I'll see that you get home on time. Oh no, it's Superman. Ordinarily we would be glad to see him, but not now. What will that super maniac do? Gulp. And he just drags the entire subway up through the street. I came down here to make some local stops for you. Ha ha ha. Good heavens, Superman is pulling the train down the middle of the street without any tracks. We'll have to walk back for miles, Superman. Stop complaining. Think of the free ride you got. I didn't collect the usual fare. Ha 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 ha. What wild things will Superman do next with his superpowers? He could wreck the world. If the Man of Steel has utterly lost his reason, will he destroy the world that he formerly championed? Turn to chapter 2 for more thrills. I like this story. I've already read ahead, so I know the whole thing. But unlike a lot of times in the Silver Age, they give away plot points really early on. But at this point, we don't know what's going on. Is it red kryptonite? Are they correct? Is it some kind of ray in the Fortress of Solitude? So we'll see what happens in part 2.